Welcome back to Cuban with a Twist. Today we're going to prepare another side dish for Thanksgiving. It's going to be a vegetarian pot pie. We're going to start off with some Brussels sprouts, some heirloom tomatoes, we've got a banana pepper, we've got some leeks, tomatillo, tomatoes, we've got two different kinds of potatoes, a Yukon and a red. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to slice, we're going to put them a little bit olive oil, salt and pepper, and we're going to roast them first. Okay? Leeks, you want to make sure when you slice them down the middle that they are clean because they tend to keep the dirt in the lap. See, we got a little bit of dirt there, so we're going to go ahead and rinse them out. Okay, we wash the leeks. We're going to chop them up. And we're just going to place them on our parchment paper. Our heirloom tomato. I love heirloom tomatoes. They're so unique and different. And it's just slice, slice, place them on your dish. Tomatillos have lots of flavor. Another unique item for your dish. Brussels sprouts are also a fantastic add-on. Just put it right in there. We've got some red peppers. I'm just going to take the tops off. A little yellow pepper. Some pretty color in there, and a little bit more Brussels sprouts. Okay, we're going to take our potato, and this I'm going to boil it separate. And it's just a rustic slice, just a chop. Now, behind me I have water that I've already boiled. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil and salt to it. And I'm just going to place my potatoes in there. And now I don't want them to be boiling down to mush, just a little bit soft. Okay, now that we have all the vegetables chopped, we're going to add our olive oil, salt, and pepper. Drizzle it nicely. And then I've got the truffle salt, which I love, but you can use any type of salt that you like. Okay, maybe a little tiny bit more. Perfect. Now this is going to roast in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. That also depends on the strength of your oven. I have a convection oven, so I want to say it's probably going to be a good 20 minutes. Now we're going to do the pie part of the vegetarian pot pie. Okay, we got our I always love video days because my family's here, my granddaughters are here, and we have such a good time interacting. We've got our dish. I'm going to put a little bit of Pam on it. You don't want anything sticking to it. And you're going to put that aside. Okay? Now, we could make homemade pies, but I know that everybody's busy. People got a lot of things to do, so we're going to do it this way real quick. I've placed a little bit of flour on the parchment paper, just a tiny bit, and a little bit in my hands. And we're going to separate this gently. As you can see, I already... There we go. Nice and smooth. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. A little bit of flour. Okay, the first one I went ahead and I molded it into the dish. You can see, easy peasy. Now this one we're going to make little designs for the top. Now I was able to pick up these little cookie cutters just about anywhere you can find them now. This one's a pumpkin, we've got a leaf, and we also have a little acorn. And what we're going to do is we're going to decorate the top of the pie so that it looks and represents Thanksgiving. So there we go. We're just going to press down, push out. Press down, push out. Very easy. You can see it gets a nice little shape. And this is something fun that you can do with your kids, if you're a grandparent, with your grandchildren. It really makes people feel special when you go above and beyond just the normal. So that's what we're doing today. All right, our veggies are roasted. It's time to put our vegetarian pot pie together. We've got the pan with the pie. Okay, so we got our butter. We're going to chop it up into little pieces. Put that separate. Okay. Just little pieces. Doesn't have to be an exact size or a shape. Just going to toss it in there. There we go. And then we're going to take our potatoes. We're going to place them in there. There we go. We're going to take the rest of our vegetables and we're going to add it to the mix. Nice. Put that all in there. Try to make sure that you kind of mix it around so you don't have all the Brussels sprouts on one side, all the tomatoes in another. We're going to chop this pepper up a little bit. I added a banana pepper just for a little extra kick. And then we're just going to mix that around. Okay. Our little pieces of butter. Now I had made a homemade sofrito, which I'm going to add to this with some goat cheese. We will be creating a video for homemade sofrito in the future. But right now we have this, which we're going to add. And then you're just going to spread it around. Basically what we have in here is roasted tomatoes, garlic, fresh herbs, onions, brought down and reduced. Let's add some green onions. Okay. Just add it. A little bit spread around. Perfect. Okay, and I've taken a plain goat cheese and I'm going to slice it up and I'm going to add it. This is 4 ounces. You really don't need more than that. Just placed randomly so that it melts right into the vegetables and into everything else. Now we can decorate the top of our pie with all the little leaves and acorns that we cut out earlier. You know, just something pretty. Just gonna put it randomly. Got some pumpkins. Okay, you can see we've decorated. It's complete. While it's in the oven, it'll start expanding, and then we'll brush it with a little bit of light butter, so it'll give it that nice golden color. But right now, we're going to place it in the oven for about 35 to 45 minutes. I pulled it out. It's almost ready, you can see, but I melted a little bit of butter, and I added some pepper to it. We're just going to slightly brush the little pumpkins and leaves, so it gets that nice finished golden color. And then we're looking at probably about maybe 15 minutes tops in the oven. You can see, look how pretty it is. Here we go, we pulled it out. It looks beautiful, it's fantastic, it smells great, nice and hearty for the vegetarian in your life. Thank you so much for watching us. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and you can check us out at www.cubanwithatwist.com. Happy Thanksgiving.